Hello, I'm Cameron Carey, and what is your name?
Hi, I'm Angie.
Okay, today I'm going to be interviewing you regarding the conflict in Armenia. So, the first question I have for you is why is it important for people to hear about the conflict in Armenia?
I think it's important because Armenia is one of the oldest and most peaceful countries in the world, and I feel like many other larger countries are getting much attention, but the smaller countries aren't getting much. And I feel like it should be more well known because many people are from there and suffering, and they're having to go through all this pain without anybody else really knowing about it.
Sure, and that leads me into my next question. Why do you think that the media is lacking coverage on this issue? Because I was researching this and it was extremely difficult for me to find any media coverage in the U.S. on it. Why do you think that is?
I think Turkey, because it's much bigger than Armenia, they have more socials on it. In fact, most of the news said how they won the war and how they were congratulating them on winning the war, but they don't know the whole backstory on it. And Armenia is a small country, and they're not going to fight for it. They're not going to fight back because, like I said, they're super peaceful. They're not going to cause drama out of it. I just feel like people don't know the whole story, and Armenia is kind of just keeping low because they know that if they won't, Turkey's going to try and like completely take over their country.
So you think, in other words, Turkey kind of has a lockdown or control of the media coverage almost entirely?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. My next question for you is what would you like to see the U.S. do to address the issue?
Honestly, I think just talking about it would be enough. Just talking about it on the news, saying both sides of the stories, not just one side, so that people understand the pain of not only Turkey but also Armenia. Honestly, just talking about it would help a ton.
Sure. And I'll break that question into two parts. Um, that kind of elaborates on what the media and what people in America can do. What do you think that the government should do or can do, if anything, to address the issue and to help Armenia?
I guess some military support would be very nice, but just like maybe sending military supplies would be cool too. Not much. Armenia is pretty strong, but just a little bit of help would be a ton of help. Yeah.
Perfect. My next question for you is how does the aggression against Armenia affect you and your family personally?
Personally, it really affected us. We were really depressed for a couple of months because I never got to visit Armenia because my ancestors had to flee from Armenia from the first genocide that happened. And when they fled, my parents started living in Russia, and we moved to America, and we have a ton of relatives in Armenia still. And when we found out that our relatives' friends' sons are going out to war at 18 years old, dying for their country, it really put us in a depressing state, and we were just really worried and praying every day for those families.
Sure. And a little background for the people listening. Over 1.5 million Armenians died in the first Armenian genocide. So that's a pretty alarming number.
Yeah.
My last question for you is: do you think that schools should teach students about the original Armenian genocide more, and why? Because we are in high school, and I'm speaking for myself in the fact that I've never heard of the Armenian genocide until now.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if people elaborated more on it because, like, like I said, it's a very old country. It was one of the first practiced countries. Well, like they first practiced Christianity there, Orthodox Christianity, and like oldest churches are there. And I feel like we're like also a very religious school, so like at our school, it'd be really cool also to like talk about it. Um, I feel like it'd be really nice to educate people about not only what's happening in like bigger countries, but also these small little countries that mean a lot
Mm-hmm.
to some people.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for doing the interview with me. I also appreciate your input.